What is going on, y'all? Turn this off before I get copyrighted. What is going on? Sorry about the late start. I just wanted to get some things situated here for the show. So I got everything together now. So we finna go ahead and get it started. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Let everybody kind of get on in here. I know I started late. I apologize, everybody. I'm sorry. But it's going to be a good show. It's not going to be too long, but I got a few specific topics I wanted to talk about. I got to get this off my chest, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out y'all way. Excuse me. But before we get started, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's evening? It's about 8:30 now. Show was supposed to start at 8. But like I said, I wanted to get a couple things together because I want to be as organized as possible. I know I'm not going to have a guest today, and certain days I won't have guests. So those will be the days that I'll just kind of talk about certain things. So I'm going to go ahead and just get it started. Today, we're going to talk about Laced Up STL. Pre-sales are available right now as far as tickets and vendor booths. So I'll get into all of that stuff. Target mishaps. I had 2 specific incidences this week with Target, Fluorescent specifically, where they kind of had some blunders. So I'm going to talk about that, and then we're going to go into some weekend sneaker releases. It looks like stuff started releasing today all the way up until probably Saturday, and some stuff is going to be coming out next week as well. So we're going to get into all of that. I'm going to have some detailed examples. I'm going to show y'all some stuff live. So let's go ahead and get into it. First topic, Laced Up STL. Laced Up STL is coming July 25th. It is from 12 to 5 p.m. It's a lot of stuff going on with that. I know I'm going to actually have a vendor booth. The past couple of shows, I actually talked to the creator of the show, Chase. He's a real cool kid, young guy. I always make a point to talk about how young he is because of the fact of how much he's done at such a young age. I really wish even at that point I would have taken like sneakers and the business of it as serious as I do now, because there's no telling where I could have been. So I definitely admire him for that. And it's good that he's actually having a show, especially with like the corona stuff going on. It's good for people to kind of get out the house and kind of get back into the school world. It's really good because he has a lot of precautions in place to kind of make sure that everyone is safe. So one thing that I definitely want to point out to everybody, let's go ahead and pull that up. So as you can see right there, that's the flyer, Laced Up STL. So I want to have it like that, like that. I'll go ahead and show it like that. So as you can see, this is the flyer, Laced Up STL, buy, sell, and trade. It's at the Doubletree Westport, 1973 Craigshire Road, St. Louis, Missouri, 63146. So you can look at all this information right here and kind of see what's going on as far as the show is concerned. Like I said, it's going to be a good event. It's presented by CC Souls 2. So you can actually go on to that site, or you can actually go onto that Instagram and get more information as far as what's going on with the show. So like I said, it's at 1973 Craigshire Road in St. Louis, Missouri. It's going to be a really good event. I'm not exactly sure every vendor that's going to be there, but I know there are going to be a lot of collectors there. There are going to be a lot of people just kind of showing off shoes. There are going to be, of course, a lot of deals as far as people buying, selling, trading. And as far as even money and prices are concerned, it's $5 to get into the show, which is really good for a sneaker event. I know with me working with Show Me Kicks, ours are usually about 10 to 15 bucks to get in. You get a lot for that 10 to 15, but with this being kind of a newer show, $5 is definitely a great price to get in. And then it's $15 with up to 10 pairs of shoes. So the reason that it's the difference, a lot of people, if they don't know, if you've never been to a sneaker event or something like that, is that price difference kind of won't make sense. So $5 for entry means that you can just get in and buy, sell, trade, whatever for $5. But if you want to actually bring shoes in, a lot of people like to bring shoes in and then just kind of sell in hand. So instead of like buying a table, which tables themselves, you see a $75. So you can contact CC Souls for more information. But when you see the difference of somebody buying a table, which is $75, and them actually having a setup of shoes there for people to come in and see the shoes, buy them, look at them, whatever, compared to somebody coming in, let's say, for instance, if they have just $5 to everybody, you paying $5 to get in, but you bringing in shoes and you selling, out of hand, you're kind of cutting out that middleman and not getting the vendor table, which is kind of cutting the owner short and not really getting him, the profit that he needs. So business wise, I know a lot of people really don't care about that, but to kind of explain to the people that really don't understand why it's $5 for regular people and then $15 for up to 10 pairs of shoes is for the people that come in and just kind of want to sell. They still have the opportunity to do that for a lot cheaper price. But it's just kind of it's just kind of helping that person that's running the show still make sure they get what they want, but the customer still comes in and has a good experience with the show. So like I said, $5 entry, which is great. I don't know as far as the age ranges is concerned, whether it's like if you're kid younger than 5 or 6, if you're free or whatever, but I'm just gonna say $5 for entry. I don't know if it's really even like a kid friendly type thing like that. I mean, it is a family friendly thing where everybody can go, but I know like even with my daughter, she's not really sitting there looking at the shoes and stuff like that. She's 4, so she sees some color or something like that, that's great, but at the same time, it's not really going to be anything there to entertain her. That kind of brings me to my next point as far as the show itself. For me, I will have a vendor table there. I have a space to where I will not only be selling superhero merchandise, which I'm working on designs right now that I'm going to sell at the show. I'm also going to have sneakers. I'm going to be selling some Funko Pops there, which I'll actually have an episode where I talk about the Funko Pops and all the stuff that I'll be selling there. But I also want to have kind of like a kickback lounge type of deal. As far as me being the vendor for shows, I know I'm not really selling a specific product. I'm trying to market myself as a YouTuber, as a content creator, as a brand ambassador. So what I usually will be doing at the shows is either selling merch, selling Funko Pops, selling maybe some like sneaker related things like stickers, magnets, keychains, stuff like that. But I just want to be able to offer the experience of a typical sneakerhead. So what that means is I want to be able to bring that sneakerhead experience to anybody who's never experienced it. So being able to, let's say, for instance, go into a sneaker store and kind of look at the sneakers, talk to the people, whatever, what have you. Those are the type of things that, especially now with coronavirus, nobody's going to be able to do as much. But nobody really was doing that lately anyway, just because of being able to get stuff online and this and that. You're not having to, go to stores and line up like a lot of people used to. I know there are still people that want to get the stuff in hand, and then like on release day, certain stores actually have it, so you don't have to worry about shipping and all that type of stuff, waiting a few days. You can just get what you got to do and go. So people still want to do that, but I want to offer that sneakerhead experience of being able to come to the show, check out the shoes, whatever, what have you, but still be able to kind of kick back and chill. Maybe play the game, maybe watch some YouTube videos, sneaker videos, learn a thing or two about sneakers, something like that. So I'm working on that right now and how I'm going to integrate that into my booth for the vendor table. But definitely I want to encourage everybody that's interested to not only get your pre-sale tickets now, but also if you're interested in getting a booth, make sure that you get your vendor table now as well. Like I said, the tickets themselves are $5. Entry is $15 with up to 10 pairs of shoes. So if you do want to bring some shoes there, like if you have shoes that you've been trying to sell and you can't sell them on, let's say, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, whatever, what have you, you can pay that $15 and bring those shoes to the show. You can have them in hand, showing the people, and I guarantee you somebody will be interested and want to buy the shoes off you. So definitely keep that in mind and make sure that you take advantage of this show. I'm guarantee you there's a lot of people that don't know that it's not even a sneakerhead thing. It's just kind of one of those family events, like Chase said when we were talking before. He's definitely looking to have more kind of like a Thanksgiving family reunion type vibe. So with everybody being quarantined for so long, this is going to be the time where everybody comes out safely and still has a good time and is able to kind of enjoy that sneaker community. As far as precautions that I know he's taking, he's going to offer masks, hand sanitizer, disinfectant. He's going to have all that stuff on hand. I'm personally trying to hit him up so I can see how I can help in that manner. So it's going to be really good to be able to get out, know that you're safe, and still be able to kind of enjoy that sneaker experience and have an event until we can maybe have something a little bit bigger or stuff starts to kind of open up a little bit more. So shout out to Chase for doing it big for the sneaker community, being one of the first ones to kind of come out with an event after the pandemic, if you will. So like you see on the screen, vendor tables is $75. Make sure you hit up CC Souls 2. Yeah, it's CC Souls 2. Hold on, let me edit that. There we go. Let me double check. Yeah, it's CC Souls 2. So make sure that you follow and check him out at CC Souls 2 to make sure that you get all the information you need on the show itself. So moving right along. Next topic we got for today. Target Fluorescent. I'm not that guy. I never want to be that guy to be on the internet talking about a specific business in a negative manner, especially if they don't deserve it. But I have questions. I have questions for Target, specifically Target Fluorescent, as to why we can't get the same type of service that other areas get. And it's not necessarily even just Target Fluorescent. It's a lot of Fluorescent locations. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the Fluorescent kind of Hazelwood area know this. But for anyone that doesn't know, whenever the Fluorescent or Hazelwood area gets a store, a new store, a big store, it usually is good for a year or two. And then it starts to the productivity and the service quality starts to decrease for whatever reason. A couple of examples of that. Anybody in the Fluorescent Hazelwood area knows that if you want to go somewhere and get like a quality product, for instance, if you want to get some stuff from Walmart, if you know it's something specifically you need and it's a high quality product like that's in demand, you're most likely not going to come to the Fluorescent Walmart or the West Fluorescent Walmart because you know they're not going to have it. You're going to probably go to like a St. Charles Walmart or somewhere further out there because you know that they're going to have whatever you need in stock. I.e., like when the pandemic stuff started to happen a lot, of course, like the Fluorescent Hazelwood Walmarts didn't have stuff. It's either they didn't have it or they didn't know where they were getting it, or it would just be like a random day when they would have stuff and nobody really knows what's happening. So people are like scrambling. So that seems to happen a lot when it comes to Fluorescent stores, whatever, what have you. For instance, the other day, my daughter's mom, her mom came in town and they were thinking about going to get some clothes, going shopping. Of course, we're not going nowhere right here. They're going to the one far out, in St. Peter's and Chesterfield, because that's where they have the good products at. And it sucks because you have to make that extra trip. You have to do that kind of extra, jumping through hoops to get the good service that you want. Bringing me back to my point of Target. So this week, I'm gonna tell the story and kind of give a little background of it so people kind of understand where I'm coming from. So this week, Target was supposed to come out with a line of Funko Pops. The 21st is specifically when they were supposed to drop, but usually with Target stores, they'll release stuff that Monday. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and try to share this thing here. So as you can see on the screen, this is the let's see, Marvel Blacklight series exclusive to Target. As you can see right here, all of these figures are stated to release tomorrow, June 21st. June 21st, it was a Sunday. Yeah, June 21st was a Sunday. So usually they're not going to actually release something on a Sunday. They'll release it that Monday, whatever, what have you. And as you can see from the pictures right here, these are what the products look like. Now, these are the Funko Pops. So it's 5 Funko Pops here. So for anybody that doesn't know about Funko Pops, it's a collectible. They come in all different shapes, sizes, genres, things like that. And there are certain ones that are more exclusive than others, whatever, what have you. When you look at this particular Funko Pop, there are several different things that kind of make this more exclusive and more valuable. One, it's a Marvel Funko Pop that's exclusive only to Target. So you can only get them at Target stores. Then when you think about the actual collectability and stuff like that, it's got the special box. It's got the black light to it. There's a lot of stuff going on with it, as you can see. So that is just kind of one kind of view of the pops themselves. Then you can see they actually have t-shirts as well. So I guess, is this just one t-shirt? Yeah, this is the front of it, looks like, and this is the back of a Spider-Man t-shirt. And then it looks like they also have a Doctor Strange t-shirt. Let's see what else. It's got stuff that keeps popping up here. All right. So this is another t-shirt that they offer. They got the hats here. They got socks. As you can see, it's a whole collection. Okay. You don't need to really get into every single thing, but just to kind of show you, they got backpacks. They got, I don't know if these are shot glasses or just regular glasses. So there you go. So that is the actual collection. Now, when I see stuff like this, I'm expecting to be able to find the entire collection. I understand that stuff sells out. Stuff is more sought after, if you will. So if it's something where it's a popular product, then I know it'll probably sell out pretty quickly, especially if people are going to want it. Now, this is a picture of, what does it say? All this 9 a.m. when I got to Bridgeton. And this is actually June 21st. If you can see on the picture, it's dated June 21st. And this is the entire collection. Okay. And again, this is at the Bridgeton location. You see they got the hats right there. They got the book bags. They got t-shirts, the poster, all of that stuff right here. It's all organized. It's all laid out. Target Fluorescent did not. I went to Target Fluorescent every day this week, specifically to try to find this collection, and couldn't find it. Now, I don't want to kind of put this guy out there, but the same guy that's listed right here, he posted another picture in this same group, and I don't want to try to find it because it's going to take too much time, but he posted another picture in this group of the Fluorescent location. I want to say it was the 24th. It was yesterday. Yeah, I want to say it was probably yesterday, because that's when he posted it yesterday. He posted it actually Tuesday morning and said that he went in there and they had him, but they had like kind of just put him out. So not only were they 2 days late on the release, they're not even putting them in the display like they're supposed to be. So not only is that more of an inconvenience for me because I have no notice of it coming out, and it's just making it harder. as a consumer to try to be able to get a product. And I'm thinking for myself, if I'm selling t-shirts or if I'm selling Funko Pops, or if I'm selling whatever, I'm going to make my product accessible and as easy to get for the consumer as possible. So I'm trying to figure out what is the difficult part for Target Fluorescent to where they cannot stay on top of it like other stores. And it's not even with just the Funko Pops. I had another incident with some Dunkaroos, and I talked about it kind of Tuesday on the show with Chase. But I went in for the Funko Pop specifically, and I saw that they had Dunkaroos. For anybody that doesn't know, Dunkaroos is like a little snack. It's got cookies and frosting. It was in the 90s and it came back. So now that it's coming back, they're releasing in certain stores, and it's really hard for me to find them specifically again because there's no like specific like release date. Like they released like a month ago, but I haven't been able to find them anywhere in St. Louis. Not that I'm going to search for them, but just like if I'm out somewhere and I want to, see them, I'll cop some. So that's what happened. I basically was in Target. I saw they had some. I was excited, and I got a couple boxes. I went up to the counter to try to check out, and she said that they weren't available for purchase. So I'm trying to figure out why they're not available, and she's like, she doesn't know. And it's like I'm wanting to kind of dig a little bit and figure out what's going on, but she's just like she doesn't know what's going on, whatever. So I leave, and it's burning inside of me that they have a product that's out in the store available for people to get. It's got a sign that says how much it is and everything. And I go up to the front and they say I can't buy it. Again, just as a business, why do you have something out that you can't buy? So I'm kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, okay, I got to go back and ask. So I go back. I actually go back to return something, and as I go to return something, I asked the lady at the return counter. I'm like, "Excuse me, I came in earlier. I had some Dunkaroos. I wanted to get them. I was trying to figure out why. When I got to the front, they said I weren't able to purchase them. And again, it's cookies. It's not that big a deal, and there's a lot bigger stuff going on for me to be tripping off of cookies and Funko Pops. But at the same time, it's like if nobody says anything, they're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep messing up. They're going to keep putting stuff out that's not available. They're going to keep, not improving on what they're doing. So it's like if nobody says something, nothing's going to happen. And if anybody else that's watching this now or later feels the same way, like it, comment on it. Let me know how you feel about the situation. Am I the only one that's having these problems with Target Fluorescent or Fluorescent locations with stuff or what? So I don't know, but if you feel the same way, let me know in the comments, like the video, and let me know how you feel about the situation in general. So yeah, that's my kind of story. Long story. At the end of the day, I was actually able to get the Dunkaroos, finishing up the Dunkaroos story. The lady at the counter had typed some stuff in and looked up some extra stuff and said they were available. So I went back, got some, came back to the return counter, purchased them, and everything was all good. I don't know if they changed them at the main counter or what, but I know I was actually able to get mine. And then as far as the Funko Pop situation, I went up there. They said they didn't have the Funko Pops. They weren't available. What was it? I think I went in there yesterday, which is the 24th. They didn't have any Funko Pops left, they said. But he said they put them out and they just sold out and they were discontinued. But again, it's like, I don't know. I guess he didn't work in the department or whatever. And then I ended up just kind of walking around the toy and collectible department and found them in a whole different area than, the regular Funko Pops were. And then like in the back where the regular Funko Pops were, they had like a bag. They had one book bag and one of each of the other items. So it was like one of each of the hats, one pair of socks, and some other stuff. So it's like they don't even have all the stuff in the same place. The guy that worked back there doesn't even know where the stuff is. So it just makes it hard as a consumer to want to do stuff, especially in a time now when it's super like support Black business and all of that. It's like it makes it a lot easier to want to do that type of stuff, because it's like stuff like Target is like messing up. And I don't know if Target is like a Black business or anything like that. I don't want to, speak and, get canceled early. But end of the day, Target needs to figure it out, specifically Target Fluorescent. I actually was able to get one of the t-shirts. It's an extra large. I wear largest, but I'll make it work. Uh, but I wanted to at least get something. I mean, I was up there. I made the trouble like asking the guy and trying to figure out. He went in the back and was looking for stuff, couldn't find it. He couldn't find nobody that worked in the area. So like I said, like after like 15 minutes of me walking around, just kind of aimlessly trying to find stuff, I found the area that had, I guess, what was left of all the products, and I just kind of got what I could. So that's my Target Fluorescent story. That lasted 10 to 15 minutes too long. But I had to get that off my chest. I mean, that was really bothering me. And as somebody who is trying to start a business, run a business, and have a successful business, like I definitely hold other places accountable now more than ever, just because it's like, if I'm gonna be doing it, I expect other places to do it too. So last thing that we got on the docket is releases for this weekend. I say this weekend, but I put the dates as June 25th through the 27th because I actually looked on Kicks on Fire, and as you can see, these are, I want to say, just kind of the national release dates for, or national like release dates for a lot of stuff. Certain regions have I guess different releases and times and dates and places that you can get stuff. So as far as these releases, hold them with a heavy grain of salt, only because like I said, different regions and places have different setups for stuff. And I say that because as of June 25th, they said this Nike LeBron 17 is supposed to release today. It actually released Tuesday in Foot Locker stores and on finishline.com as well. So again, I mean, you just kind of got to do your research on the shoes themselves, where they're releasing, you know, how releases are going, things like that. So Kicks on Fire is always my first destination when I'm looking for information on shoes or anything like that in general. As you can see with this Nike LeBron 17, it's a 17 graffiti, so it's technically a Nike LeBron 17, but it's kind of a mashup between the LeBron 4 graffiti, if I'm correct. As you can see, kind of the resale value is $273 with these, but it retailed at $225. Even that is a little different because on Finish Line they released at $220. So again, just kind of make sure that you're doing your research and checking your local stores in your area and how their releases are set up. This is actually a chart that shows you kind of what the market value is for the shoes on the particular days. Let's see. I guess before you see it was a market value of $293. Now, as far as pre-sale is concerned, pre-sale is always a lot higher because the shoes are available earlier, so you're going to pay a little bit more to try to get them early. It goes down here for a little bit, $252, which is still above retail, but at the same time, $250 to get them early isn't too bad. Goes up, spikes up a little bit. You see around May here, goes down, fluctuates, whatever, what have you, up until June 15th, where you see it goes up to this kind of $295 range. So right now, you're probably looking at about $250 to $300 to get these. I know they're definitely sold out in my size, which is a size 12, everywhere. So I know I have no luck in the matter itself. But moving on to the next release that I want to talk about anyway is this Air Jordan 3 Animal Instinct. Hate it. It's complete garbage, trash, butt juice, whatever you want to call it. I hate it. I do not like this shoe. I love the Jordan 3. It's my favorite Jordan, almost my favorite shoe, period. But this is disgusting, and I hate it. If you look at the pictures, It's just so much going on. They had another Animal Instinct shoe. I'm not gonna try to search it because that one's ugly too. Out of the two, this one is better only because I feel like the materials are more kind of neutral color materials, I'd say. And you can kind of, I guess, mix them with a couple more things as far as wearing them. But you see, it's got the back tab that's yellow. Let's look at some of the details. Air Jordan 3 sports reptile-inspired texture prints covering its leather upper alongside distinct colors and patterns prominent on toe, heel overlays, heel tab, ankle collar. Ugh, this is not. It's got 3 sets of laces, sail rubber sole, instinct embedded behind the tongue. No, thank you. Nobody cares about that. Yeah, man, I'm just not really feeling these. It's very rare that it's a shoe that I'm just like, nah, not at all. Like, not even close to feeling it. But this is one of those shoes. On another thing about me in particular when it comes to shoes is when I see stuff in person or when I see somebody wearing a shoe, that changes my thought process on it, only because when I actually see somebody wearing it, I can see like how they can rock it with shoes, what the outfit is. So it makes it look a little bit better. But yeah, just kind of in hand, like looking at these right now, I'm not really feeling these. But again, I will see these in hand and I'll probably end up messing with them. So that's the Air Jordan 3 Animal Instinct. Check your local retailers as far as when these are coming out. Next up, you see the Air Foamposite Pro USA. These are what I think is part of like what was supposed to be a USA pack. There were gonna be like some. Here it is, right here. You see the Jordan Shaquoises, however you want to say it. And there were several other shoes that were supposed to come out in like a USA colorway for the Olympics. But with the Olympics getting postponed, they kind of had to push those releases back. So I don't know what they're going to do with those, if they're going to re-release them or how they're going to do that. But this is one that it's not on my radar. I looked on Finish Line's website, and they have some of the shoes actually on the release date, but they don't have the pictures up. So I don't know what's going on with that. But I know you can actually go on to showmekicks.com. You can go to the Show Me Kicks' Instagram. And they actually have all that information on there. So hold on 1 second. Let me make sure this is right, because Show Me Kicks usually has all the information you need as far as shoes are concerned. Release dates, pricing info, all of that. So yeah, Show Me Kicks Expo. All right. So make sure that y'all follow Show Me Kicks Expo on Instagram so that you can get all the latest information on sneaker releases and stuff. I know they actually just released raffle information for the Air Jordan 1 Dior, which comes out later on this year. The shoe retails at $2,000. I'll say that again. It retails at $2,000. That means you paying $2,000 in the store. So imagine what resale is gonna be. Stupid. I'm good on that. I'll get into one or two more as far as these releases are concerned. Now, this is something that I'm interested in. The Air Jordan 3 Varsity Royal. These. Yeah. Yes. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. These are tough. And if that leather is tumble like I think it's gonna be, these gonna be disgusting. So yeah, I actually might try to go for these, depending on when and where they come out. 190, not really feeling that price, but for threes, for a solid pair of threes, 190 is not bad. Again, with these prices and as far as Jordan is concerned, they're going to keep going up. I mean, supply and demand. If people paying for it, they're not going to change their prices on them. So I mean, you just kind of got to do what you got to do. If it's something that you want to get, you're going to do what you got to do to get them. So yeah, they say July 25th. As of now, I don't see these available anywhere. So I don't know what they're going to do as far as that release. So again, just kind of do your research. Nobody cares about these Adidas. Bodega New Balance Racers. Low key, I'm feeling all-terrain shoes. New Balance doesn't really have a lot of positive annotations about them right now. So I'm not going to go and get these, but I'm not going to say that I don't like how these look either. So a couple more things just to wrap it up. These Nike Orange Ducks camos, Air Maxes. Cheers, I don't know how you feeling about these, bro, but yeah. They all right. Not really feeling them, not my style. Especially when they sit next to these bad boys right here. This is definitely on my radar. I don't know how I'm gonna pull this off with a lot of stuff that I got going on right now. But these right here, bro, are vicious. Like when you talk about like going from the threes that were disgusting and these, like I said, these are vicious. Jeez Louise. They got stuff right here on the tail. I don't know what that is. Colorway of the Nike LeBron 7 celebrates LeBron James scoring consecutive regular season MVP. LeBron James' second consecutive regular season MVP award. Just like the 2010 version, the 2020 retro dons white leather uppers with gray fleece panels structured with gold and swooshes. Details include witness history hit on the heel on MVP logo. Yeah, I love details in shoes like this. And just even looking at these pictures, just from what I see, you got that different detail right here. You got that detail right there. Leather is gonna be cold. You got the speckles down here at the bottom. That full Air Max unit is always gonna be super comfortable and plush. The inside you see has got the MVPs right there. Again, that kind of different texture right there, which is gonna look cold. The color is dope with that white, gold, and burgundy and that gray. You see that there's something in here on the insole, so they freaked it from the insoles too. And they, even with that kind of old school look of the LeBrons when they were first coming out, like they always had like the little hits and those secret details that LeBron would want to put in the shoe. So you see you got LeBron James right there. That's his personal signature, it looks like, on the shoe. On the back, you got witness history, and then you got 08, 09, and then 2009, 2010, which are the 2 consecutive years that he won that scoring title from reading the description there. That bottom has got that speckle. Oh my God, that's so cool with that burgundy. That detail, man, the detailing of that different little material right there, and then this leather. Ugh. The back with the little LBJ, the LeBron King 23 old school logo. Well, was always like one of my favorite logos of his. Again, the detail of the signature, that gray kind of material again right up there. 23 right there on the front, and then that LeBron James here right there too. Looking at the back, you see you got that 08, 09 with the witness on the other shoe. It's got 2009, 2010, and it's got history on the back of it there. And then the box, oh, they got to with the old school box too. Yeah, that box is hard. I'm messing with the whole delivery of that shoe right now. So it's really dope that they're actually starting to retro LeBrons again. I really enjoy the LeBron series in the collection. I know how people with Jordans feel when like Jordans first came out. Um, the women's tie dye is cool. I don't even want to talk about that, to be honest with you, just because it's a women's shoe. It's another Jordan 1 that they're specifically releasing for women. But with this one right here, like I said, this one holds a special spot in my heart because I love LeBrons. I remember like when these came out, and I can remember now. I feel like how people with Jordans feel. Um, like when they came out, like, and they saw Jordan playing in that specific year, they can remember him playing in the shoe. Like, that's how I feel when LeBron's have come out now. Like, I can remember like him wearing the shoe and him releasing specific colorways and waiting for the next colorway to come out and thinking like what the LeBron 8 is gonna look like and like what is he gonna wear him in the playoffs and what the championship colorway may look like and all that stuff. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how people with Jordans felt, but with Jordan winning so much, it was just like, oh, that's what he won a championship with. And, I can remember when they first came out and, they was a lower price. And it's the same thing. Like when these first came out, they were a lot lower price than they are now. But again, it's like, supply demand, stores are going to do what they're going to do and charge the prices they want to charge. So, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there. Been going for 41 minutes, strong solo. So I appreciate everybody for watching, whether you're watching now, whether you watch later on down the line, whatever. I know me coming late probably hindered people from watching the show a little bit more. I know people are really ready to go at 8 o'clock, especially since I pushed it back a little bit, only because I wanted to give myself more time, but then I'm still coming late. So I just, with this new system, with this new program, I'm kind of testing a lot of stuff out. You see, I got my PlayStation sign right here. I wanted to actually talk about a couple of other different things in the show, but with it just being me, I don't want to, be talking for an hour or more with it just myself on the screen. So you also saw I tried to kind of have those little screen share moments ready. I'm testing things out because in future shows, I'm trying to incorporate more things and more details into the shows, not only just the live shows, but maybe some kind of pre-recorded shows that I want to do maybe in the future. So I appreciate y'all taking the time to come out and check out the show. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. Yeah, it is really good doing the shows. It's really fun. I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure that you guys follow all my different social media platforms. I know it's a lot, but I got my Instagram, which is the Shoeperhero. I also have Shoepertalk Live on Instagram now as well. So you can follow Shoepertalk Live on Instagram. Let me see here. So you can actually follow the show live on Instagram at Shoepertalk Live. I'm gonna be posting all the show content on Instagram instead of going on the Shoeperhero. It's gonna go on Shoepertalk Live. But you can also follow me on Instagram at the Shoeperhero for any other kind of like personal endeavors I'm doing. I'm gonna post a lot of stuff as far as the show is concerned on there. Stuff I have for sale, kind of maybe some table booth info and stuff like that. So make sure that you guys follow me on that. Also follow me on Facebook as well at the Shoeperhero. It'll be your friendly neighborhood Shoeperhero, but I'll have that's my Facebook platform for like vendor table information, anything kind of going on with the Shoeperhero. So again, thank you all for watching. I appreciate all the love and support. We coming right back next Tuesday. We will have another guest next week, so you're not gonna have to worry about me talking your ears off for one of the shows. But yeah, again, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate the love and support. I will definitely be on time next week. And until then, be safe, love one another. And make sure you wear your mask and have hand sanitizer. Till next time. Peace. Mm, 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 mm.